So I was just Googling random shit today and I came up with a crazy theory. And I just thought this would be really interesting to talk about because I never learned this shit in school. I don't remember school ever talking to us about this. I don't know if your school did. But technically, wouldn't Mexicans be the closest descendants of Native Americans? Because I know before people were here, these land masses have always been connected. And before these became countries, there was no fence here. One or two things had to be true. Either there were people who already lived here, and at some point they walked up here, and then that's why there were people here, or there were people already here, and when colonization happened and Manifest Destiny started pushing them further this way, some of them would have had to go down, which would be here. And another thing I found out is Mexicans only speak Spanish because of the colonization of Spain. So then it makes me wonder too, like, well, what did they speak before that? And then it also bothers me now with like the modern outlook on how we treat immigrants, where people are like, well, they don't belong in this country. And then I think to myself, like, well, wouldn't these people's ancestors have been the first people here? Because African American, Irish American, anything with another country in front of the American, you wouldn't be from here. Your ancestors would have been from, across the sea. But I don't know. Maybe somebody has a history degree and they can tell me different. But please drop the information in the comments and give me and please cite your sources. Give me some links to go check out. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of our outlook on immigrants today is very colonization coded. And you could even look in the Bible, the story of the Tower of Babel. Okay, there was a bunch of people building a tower to go to heaven, and God didn't like that, so he destroyed the tower and made sure made them all speak different languages so they couldn't work together. That's a little bit of a crazy story, man. Like when you really listen to the symbolism and messaging behind that, that's a little wild, bro. But I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. Don't you think that's interesting? Or am I far off and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? Please don't try to make this political, dog. I just want strictly facts. Let's just keep it to the facts. These two countries have always been connected. Before this was called Mexico, before this was called the United States, this whole landmass was just connected. All right, diggity doggo, and I'm out. Peace.